good morning, or as we say in Japan, ohayou gozaimasu. My name is Yvonne Worden, and I'm taking over the International TEFL Academy's Instagram story today. I live in Nabari, Japan, so get ready for a full day of teacher life kinds of things. So I usually try to be awake by around 7:30, get going with my tea, and I just had half of my breakfast, usually a banana and a protein bar, and today is a busy day at school. So I've been living in Japan for about 10 months. I can't believe how fast the time has gone by. I work with a company called Altia Central. So I actually work at public schools, elementary schools in Nabari, Japan. I have 5 different schools. So each day of the week I rotate to a different school. So I'm from Seattle, Washington. I haven't met any other Seattleites here in Japan, but it's kind of fun being able to talk about it and feel more Seattleite than I ever have when I lived at home. If you have any questions throughout the day, feel free to shoot me a message here on International TEFL Academy's Instagram, or you can direct message me at Yvonne Worden. So I'll be responding to messages on both channels all day. Okay, next up is the apartment tour. I won't keep you waiting all day for that. So, I live in Leo Palace Apartments, and my company arranged housing for me in advance, so all I had to do was move in. So, let me show you around. Let's take you inside. First, take off your shoes in the entryway. Shoes in homes are not usually permitted. So, I live on the 2nd floor. So, first you go up this kind of steep staircase. Okay, here is a hallway with various functions and things. This corner I love right here is just my little getting ready area at the moment. Got my rice cooker. Here we are entering the kitchen. So we have kind of a small mini fridge, bit of storage, and the kitchen has this covered area and 2 burners and a sink. There's no oven, so that takes some getting used to, but it does the job. So the apartments come with a washer, but pretty much no one has. So apartments will generally come with a washer, but you'll need to hang dry your clothes on this kind of rack things. I have my shower and sink in here, my Totoro towel that my mom gave me for Christmas. Cute, right? And here's the little toilet room. These are in separate rooms for some reason in Japan. Okay, we're entering the final room, my bedroom. So here's that. More storage. The apartments come with a TV, though I never use mine. Nice big closet. I fit a lot of clothes and hats and things in there. The apartment also comes with a chair and table. I added that little couch over here. And I'll show you my view. It looks like it kind of snowed a little bit last night, so that's going to be pretty today. So just a couple of fast facts for you while I finish up my tea. I live alone. This is a single apartment, and included with the rent are your internet and also water bill. I'm headed to work in just a few minutes. I actually drive a company car to work. A lot of us working in the countryside or suburban areas are provided a car, and you can pay a little extra to be able to drive to work and also for your own personal uses. Sadly today I cannot take videos inside of my schools. I work at elementary schools, and both my company Altia Central and the boards of education are very serious about privacy, and you're not allowed to take photos or videos. So I apologize for that. I promise you they're adorable, and I'll tell you more about my students later on in the day. Since I'm about to head to work for the bulk of my day, I'm going to leave some information about my budget breakdown, what I make, what I spend money on, and feel free to shoot me questions and I will get to them this afternoon or evening. So thank you in advance for your patience. This is my car. It's a 2012 Daihatsu Miura. It's tiny, compact, and does the job, and it's great on gas mileage. I do really well. Hello again, good afternoon. It's 4:45. I just finished work for the day and I have a few minutes before the next thing I'm going to, a Japanese lesson, and I thought I would fill you in on some of the reasons why I'm here in Japan and also how I got here. Okay, next topic, certification. I took the online TEFL course so I could keep working full-time and save up for my move abroad. I thought the course was a great foundation for the skills that you'll need to teach English in a classroom to English language learners. I'm so glad I did the course, and I've met a great network of fellow ITA alumni, so definitely a great way to go if you want to work and save at the same time. Yeah, so I'm meeting up with a fellow assistant language teachers here in Nabari, and we're going to take a Japanese class. Yay! Say hello to International TEFL Academy. Hey! Yes, Japanese language time. Hi, Tanisha. I might be a couple minutes behind. Okay, so it's actually time for Japanese class. I'll check back in with you later.
There we go.
Okay. Konbanwa! Tuesday is our Japanese class. Nihongo o benkyou suru.
勉強しましょう。
Tanoshii, it's fun. Yay, so we meet for 2 hours and then we have snacks and tea. Yes, and today we sang the New Zealand national anthem and Ali played her clarinet. So it's always fun on Tuesdays. Okay? Yay! Konbanwa!
She's gonna come in part way.
Okay, hello ITA world again. We come to this wonderful place for udon noodles called Kamiroku after our Japanese class on Tuesdays. And I'll show you what everyone's eating. So I'm having the kizami soba. And Allison, what did you order?
I ordered a yakudon.
And you get oyakudon every week, right?
Oyakudon for me as well.
What did you guys get?
Well, we're both vegan, so we're eating vegetable tempura.
Tempura.
And then we'll soon have some
Noodles.
kizami udon coming. Oh, and the most important part is the beer. Just arrived.
It's all here. Hello, I'm back at home now. I'm in my cozy pajamas, and I'm going to get to everything I haven't covered yet. So one of the toughest decisions that I face, that everyone faces when they get their TEFL certificate, I imagine, is where to teach. So why Japan? I chose to move to Japan because I did take some Japanese in high school and I wanted to remember those language skills again. Also, I love Japanese food, always have, and I wanted to learn more about the culture. For me, there's a mix of very modern and interesting and also very traditional art and culture to learn about. So it kind of checked all the boxes for me for a teaching and living abroad experience, and now here I am, and I'm so glad that I decided on Japan. I was still taking my TEFL certification online when I started job searching. I came across Altia Central's website and I noticed that they had a recruiter coming to Seattle. So I sent in my application materials cover letter, resume, and I was invited for an interview, and the process consisted of 2 90-minute interviews and some other essay type materials, and then I was offered a position. I was really excited for how quickly that all came together. So just to clarify, I work for a private dispatch company, Altia Central. Another big one is called Interac, INTERAC. Some of you may have heard of the JET program. Now the job is similar, Assistant Language Teacher, ALT, but the JET program is run through the government, so they're different. So in Japan, I am on an instructor visa. My company organized everything for me to get my certificate of eligibility. I had to visit the Japanese consulate in Seattle a couple of times, and they gave me my certificate of eligibility. I had that with me when I made my move to Japan, and then you are able to have a valid working visa as an instructor when you land at the airport and go through immigration. So prior to teaching in Japan and taking the online TEFL certification, I did not have any other professional teaching experience. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. In case you're wondering, my major for my bachelor's degree, I studied journalism. I'm very inspired by travel, and teaching abroad allows me to do that. And then I can do as much storytelling and writing and taking photos and videos as my heart desires. It's fantastic. On the topic of storytelling, if you are interested in more of my perspectives and experiences teaching and living abroad, I do have a YouTube channel. You're welcome to follow me there. It's Evie Words, so stay tuned for more Japan stories and adventures there. So there's way more that I would love to share with you about living and teaching in Japan, but it's getting late and close to my bedtime. I have work tomorrow morning, and it's time for me to sign off and say sayonara and konbanwa. And you can connect with me on my personal Instagram, Evie Words, and again, feel welcome to send me any questions that you may have. I urge you, if you're at all tempted to follow through and make the big leap and move abroad, to do it. If you're even curious now, you'll always wonder what would have happened. So I encourage you, go for it. All right, good night.